2022's first movie in theaters is finally here. So let's talk about the 355. CIA agent Mason Brown joins forces with a rival German agent, a cutting-edge computer specialist, and a Colombian psychologist when a top-secret weapon falls into the hands of a group of mercenaries. Together, the four women embark on a breakneck mission to save the world while staying one step ahead of a mysterious figure who's tracking their every move. Welcome back, movie watchers. Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. 2022's first movie in theaters, The 355, is here. This has been pushed back a couple of times, like several films, due to COVID. And this looks like one of the most generic films ever made. With a cast of Jessica Chastain, Sebastian Stan, Penelope Cruz, Diane Kruger, Lupita Nyong'o, Edgar Ramirez, and plenty more, I thought that this would be a somewhat entertaining movie. That's not the case for the 355. This has some of the most over-the-top cliches in an action film that isn't done in a way that is exciting at all. For the most part of the film, it's just people pointing guns at each other and telling them to put their guns down. And it has a secret weapon that if it falls into the wrong hands, the world may end. Everything you've seen before in an action film is in this movie, but it has no chemistry whatsoever. Everybody's just fine in their roles. It's serviceable. No one's turning in a bad performance. Everybody's just okay. And they realize that this film isn't going to win any Oscars, so they just give okay performances. But nobody has chemistry. These four women that embark on this mission, you would think that they would at least have some chemistry, even after they learn that they are rivals. You would think that the amount of time they spend together, that they would develop some sort of bond. With Jessica Chastain, Penelope Cruz, Diane Kruger, and Lupita Nyong'o, four very talented actresses. They just don't feel like a group at all. They don't feel like they trust each other or they're relying on each other. It's just okay performances, which leads to some really bland characters. I can't really remember any of their names except for Mason Brown, Jessica Chastain's character, because I just read the synopsis and I just watched this movie last night. And so I really have a hard time developing any sort of like emotions for these characters or any kind of connection, because they're really flat characters. There's really no development for them. There's no characteristics, and the movie moves pretty quickly, but we do have a lot of downtime to where we are starting to learn a little bit about these characters, their lives, their families, all of that, but it's not very interesting. This is directed by Simon Kinberg, who has written films such as XXX State of the Union, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, X-Men The Last Stand, Sherlock Holmes, and a few other X-Men films. He's excited to be working on original films now. He's been working on a lot of comic book movies, writing them. Nothing about this movie is original. Things we have seen before. I feel like we were starting to get into the phase of no shaky cam when it comes to big action scenes, and one of the first big action scenes we see involving Jessica Chastain, Edgar Ramirez, Sebastian Stan, I thought that we would have some decent action. That's not the case. This is action that's really hard to follow. Action scenes that just feel really shaky, not really over the top, hard to watch shaky cam, but it's there. And it's obnoxious to watch. So even though there are plenty of action scenes involving people pointing their gun at each other and telling them to put their gun down, the action scenes involving people shooting each other, it's pretty just bland and things that aren't really impressive. Just a lot of that shaky cam really gets in the way. This movie is also very predictable, with some of the characters that leave scenes pretty early on in the movie. It's not trying to surprise anybody. It's things that we see coming miles away in regards to some certain characters within this movie. But overall, the 355 has some of the most generic moments I've seen in an action film in quite some time. It's trying to be something sleek and action-packed, and it just does not come off like that. It's things that we have seen before. They're pushing it from the studio that brought you Jason Bourne. So it's trying to be like that, but it's not coming off like that at all. I expected a lot more from the cast, maybe some deeper moments for them, or at least some chemistry, but we did not get that with this film. So before I give you my score for the 355, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here. And if you like to see where this film ranks with other 2022 releases, make sure to follow me on Letterboxd. There you can find lists for 2022 movies. I'm gonna go ahead and give the 355 a C. Thank you guys for checking my review for the 355, the new movie in theaters, the first one for 2022. Have you guys seen it? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.